It is early in the morning. I'm going to dedicate one of my Saturdays to this 92 Fox body. Hope I'm not too close, because if so, that could get awkward real quick. I did brush my teeth, so you should be okay as far as me holding the camera close. It's been a little while. I apologize about that. I think I say that after every couple videos I make. I'm really going to try and get better, at least posting once a week. With this car here, what we're doing today, we're going to get that alignment done. We're going to get new tires put on there because the insides are bald. And then we're going to, after that, the next video, we're going to address a few things before we take it to the track. I did want to come and say thank you to everybody. We have grown large numbers in the last little while since I posted that last video. It has been amazing. Wow. But we are going to get back on this Fox body. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody. We are so close to 2,500 subscribers. Let's get there, and let's just keep going. I'm going to try and post up more. The C10 over here. I think you got to go down there a little bit, camera. There you go. C10 here. We've got a steering column going in, some front end stuff, and then we're going to just keep taking cracks at it. This car right here, we're going to kind of go over all the bolts before we take it to the track. We're going to do oil. I'd like to do a shifter, but first we got to get it so I can at least cruise it out on the road, and that's get some tires and an alignment done. So I'm going to put it up here. I don't know if you guys have seen this. You've seen it in other videos, I believe, the Camaro video. These are what they call race ramps. They are amazing. No jack needed. Pull up on them. They hold the ground. They're a nice surface. They hold the concrete. Pull up on them. Very rarely do they slide depending on what surface you're on. And you won't even need a jack to do oil and stuff like that for a lot of cases. But for this car being lowered, it works out to help me get the jack under there and not screw up the car, and then set it down and be able to get the jack out without screwing something up. So let me get it up on those, get it up on jack stands and jacks, and then we'll pull these tires off. I've got one shop that's going to do the tires and another one that's going to do the alignment, because the shop didn't want to touch a lowered car. They'll do standard alignments, but let's go ahead and get to that point. All right, guys, what I want to do is take a minute. When you lower your car, this one actually was done right. It has legit springs instead of just being cut. This is what happens if you don't get an alignment. I bought this car. I've been milking these for a while, but I started to see you can see the metal showing through, so our wear bars. That's not good. So the next time you see these lovely pony rims, they should have some Kumos on them. I'm not going to run the BFGs. I've had nothing but issues with BFG tires, whether they're mud terrain, all terrain. Let's see if we can get right in there. They tread rot. These tires aren't that old. There's still a lot of life left, except for on this side. And for some reason, the passenger side wore even worse. I don't know if this maybe actually did see track time, and that's why they didn't do the alignment or had it set, but it was towed pretty bad. So I'm going to get these loaded in the Dura-Bourbon over there. You can hear it warming up. Let me show you this side over here. This one's not as bad. This one, because when I bought the car, I saw the tread, and I was like, dang, that's a meaty tire. I'm not gonna have to buy tires for once. Wrong. Gone. And this side's almost as bad, but you see that tread rot? That's ridiculous. Way to go, BFG, for the win. That's why I like to run Nittos, but this car's gonna get a set of Kumos. So I'm gonna get these loaded up, head to the tire shop, bring it back, put the tires and wheels back on, then go get an alignment, see if we can't make this thing straighten out just a little bit. So, yeah, that's terrible. We'll see in a bit. These look really good. They're Kumo, K-U-M-H-O, just running a factory size, 225, 55, 16s. The tread on them looks really good. They should be able to throw some water away and hook. I like the little details like that. I don't know why, because they're just going to wear right off quickly. But we're going to run it to the shop, a different shop. These guys didn't want to touch the lowered car, and I'd rather have a shop tell me that and have to find another one than have them try and do it and not do it and pay for it and have to go somewhere else anyway. So the other shop's got me scheduled for in a little bit. We get these thrown on, and the sad part is no AC, or at least it's not charged. So we will get these tires on and go from there. We'll show you what they look like when they're on. So this is what a Fox body that's four-wheel drive looks like. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't put the weight down on it. Got the lug nuts on. Got the center caps over there on the floor. These are a good-looking tire. Not a lot. I mean, I don't think it's anything super fancy, but I'm excited to see how they do. And then I'll get some new for the rear. I don't know if I'm going to run BFG anymore. Some guys said the new tires don't do that for BFG. But if you look at this, and I don't know if you can see, it's pretty dirty. There's just tread rot all down the side. And these tires aren't terribly old. So awesome. I'm going to crank these down. Remember, when you do that, star pattern, here to here to here to here, whatever, however you want to do that. Just get them cranked down. So I've got these tightened. I use the impact gun, not all the way in, but I've got them tight. And then I'll pull the jack stands out, and then I'll lower it down on its own weight. I did use the race ramps. I cheated. With the car being lower, I can't really get my jack under it. So I pull up on these race ramps, and that gets the front end up. And I put my jack under and lift it up, and it seems to work out well. I've done it on the Camaro. I use them to load cars on the trailer, which is awesome. I use it for oil changes, because if I pull up towards the end, each one of these says it'll hold 1,500 pounds, I guess. This car only weighs 3 something, so there's no way it weighs over that. I might worry pulling the Duraburban on them, but I should never have to pull it on them. But pull them up, gets the car up in the air, and then you can change oil and everything really easy versus trying to get a jack under there and then working around the jacks. So what a fun little car. As you guys have seen, we've done the alternator upgrade. We've got a different cold air intake right there. It's got a new radiator, throttle body. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. We did the off-road pipe. I have a Cat H pipe. We have Flowmasters out the back. One thing I would like to do is the shifter. But overall, it's been a fun little car. I need to clean this up. A little corrosion on the battery there, so maybe I'll hit it with the wire brush before I go. Otherwise, the AC needs to be charged. We're good to go. So I'm gonna go get an alignment, and we'll. I'm gonna set the car down, and we'll see how they poke out, if they poke out, and then we'll get alignment done. I'll let you know how that went, and we'll call that a success for now. So this car can actually be on the road safely. All right, as you can see, I got my BFG mud terrains on the back of this thing. At least they're just dirty. There's the front. Those Kumos look really good. We'll shine them up once we get it home. You can kind of see, I mean, this is without the weight on it, so I'm sure as it settles, it'll poke out a little bit farther. The bottom pokes out quite a bit farther than the top. See if you can get a look down there. And this turned in just a little bit. Maybe this other one will be a better example if we get down here. Well, they're both kind of jacked up, but the bottom does poke out farther than the top, so it's got a pretty good punch in at the top and an out at the bottom, which I guess if you were a hardcore track, that might be worth doing, but I'm not. I want it on the street. It may see some track. I'm hoping to take it to the drag strip, but overall, these tires turned out really good for the deal. 150 for both tires, mounted and balanced, is not a bad deal. So anyways, still a few things to come on this car. I'm gonna go get an alignment. We'll show you how it looks. I'll let you know how it feels when we get to that point. Well, as you can see, the sun has set on this day that I was hoping would only take like half a day, and the day's gone. So beautiful little sunset there. Thought I'd share with you. All right, guys, it is dark out, as we kind of showed you the sunset there. Mustang is done. It did take all day because the alignment shop was super backed up. They still got me in, which is awesome. I'm sorry for those guys. They were there a little later than they wanted to, but I had an appointment at 3. They didn't get my car done until like 6, something like that. So anyways, we got Cammie here. She's riding on Beast. One day maybe she'll actually ride that. There we go. This car was kind of sloppy going down the road beforehand. With this alignment, these tires, she's running like a champ down the street. Very tight. Doesn't feel like I'm getting drug all over the road as I'm driving. You can kind of see there. Used to be poked out a little bit farther. They've sucked back in. Some of that was the bottom of the shock mounts. Hard to tell unless you were really cranking on stuff, like grabbing the tire and shaking. Hard to tell, but they put an impact on them, tightened those up for me. I'll show you this side. Alignment was about $100. Came with a 1-year warranty in case I want to do tires. This side still pokes out a little bit, but it's back within specs. Next steps for this car: oil change, brake pads. The brake pads were in the car, so I'll make sure they're the right ones, and we will put those on in the front. Oil change, just because it has been a long time since I have changed this. It definitely hasn't been very far, and when I check the oil, it still looks like caramel versus, you know, these windows dark. But yeah, I'm really excited. I put probably just cruising at home. It was hot and miserable, but the car sounds good. It was a pleasure to drive. This is probably the most miles I've put on it, which is I think it was like 50 or 60 in one day. And then I haven't even put that many miles on it in the year is what I'm trying to say. This car just, it hasn't been safe, and I just haven't had the time. So I said this Saturday, I'm gonna take it and go get it all done. Had appointments for everything. I had to space it out because it was at 2 shops. But we are back. Burning Rubber Garage did not go anywhere. We didn't die. Thank you guys for checking on me. I'm not done. We're still going to keep doing videos. I'm hoping to post at least once a week. I know I've said that before. Life just gets busy. There's just no time. So, but I'm going to try and make time to film. This car, the next time you see it, will be back on the race ramps. We're working on the oil and kind of just taking a wrench to all the bolts. So thanks for watching. If you can, hit subscribe. We are so close to 2,500 as when I'm filming this. I think by the end of the month or early next month, we'll hit that mark. View-wise, we're killing it, even without putting up new content. I am so sorry about that. If there's something else you'd like to see, we're definitely going to do that for you. We've got the KLX. I'd like to do a long-term review there. Got a few things for the 11. The Grommy Bear's my secret little guilty pleasure there. I haven't even done a video with that. There's the 110. We definitely got some stuff to do on this truck. More parts are coming. That's almost done being installed. And then kind of a mess out here, sorry. I've got a long-term review on the Suzuki 70 somebody asked for. And then again, I'll do another update on the Coleman. But again, if you can, subscribe, hit that like button, really helps the channel out. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for checking. Thanks for chatting in the comments down below. We'll see you on the next one. Enjoy your afternoon or your evening or your morning. We'll see you soon. Tennessee has some fun roads. I'm just in third gear cruising, so lots of just scenery for days. With the tightened up front suspension, it's even stiffer, which is good. It doesn't ride any harsher, but it's just stiffer, which is awesome. So again, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one when we do the oil change and brake pads in this car. Till then.